Everyone, hope you're well. Welcome to an OFM video, an LA OFM video, where I will help you get from $0 with a model, with no models in fact, to $10,000 a month, with at least one model. And I'm going to teach you how to do this in 2025. At the end of the day, this is a business. And I always say, even to my employees, this isn't just, OnlyFans. This is a marketing advertisement business mixed with sales. And if you can get that right and get that concept through your head, you shall be okay. It is way harder in 2025 than it has ever been, but there's still ways of doing it. So, firstly, let's get going because I'm not trying to waste your time. The mindset going into any business needs to be different if you're coming from a 9 to 5. I literally started this from a 9 to 5. And funny enough, I would always say at first, maybe try do online marketing, social media marketing. It ties into each other because what you're going to have to do is send proposals, and that's how you're going to get models. But there's a different way of doing this, and I'll break it down for you. Continuing on, if you're coming from a 9 to 5, your whole mindset has to shift. You're not basically being fed work. You're not going to be a robot. You are building a system. You are building a business. You need to treat this business basically like a life, and it will take over your life. I've been a professional athlete. It's like a sport. Like I genuinely think this is a sport, and I'm talking just OFM. I'm talking about building a business. So the mindset you've got to have is you can't give up. If you give up, if you're a person that gives up, you can train yourself to not give up. You can't do that. Everybody procrastinates. That's completely fine, but you can never give up in this. In any business you do not give up. That's one thing. Second thing is you've got to really find or go around obstacles that do come in place. There's going to be so many challenges when going into business and going into OFM. But if you can get through it, I promise you, you will see the glory at the end of it. Continuing on, it says how to get no leads or what to do when you get no leads or you don't see any visual process. Like I said, you just got to keep going. You got to keep pushing, and you got to see. You could have visualized what you want in the end, because and I'm telling you this, you can become successful, you can start a business, and you can actually change your life and have financial freedom. And I think better, time freedom, where you can do whatever you want, when you want, and how you want. For me, at the moment, I'm originally from Europe. I'm in Asia right now. I've traveled Thailand. I'm in another country, not going to tell you, but I'm in another country right now, and I'm just chilling. I'm doing what I want when I want. I've got my dream car at home in Europe, and I'm still being able to afford to pay it off and basically be in another country and do what I want. How much do you want it? Really, like some people in this life are comfortable with doing 9 to 5, and some people in this life are okay with being told what to do. I come from a family that really started businesses and, in a sense, started even self-employment, and that's okay. Like being self-employed is okay, but you're not earning money when you're asleep, and that's what you really want to be able to do. If you can earn money when you're asleep, you're going to be successful. So if you want that, and you want that, you've got to work for it. And even to this day, I still push myself and say, are you doing enough? Are you doing enough? I stress all the time. You get used to the stress. My business partner always tells me, you get used to the stress. Take on the stress, get used to it, and everything will be okay. Because in this life, you can either live stress-free or stressful, in a way of, when's my next paycheck getting paid? Am I going to get paid? Am I going to get fired? Or you can be stressful or stressed in a sense of, hey, my business is not doing well. Like, what can I do? I'd rather have the latter, to be honest. Anyway, continue on to actually OFM, the basics, finding a model, marketing, and chatting, which is sales. The hardest thing for me at the moment, and in terms of what I see for everyone, is finding a decent model. Not just finding some grandma that say, oh, fuck it, I'll just do it, but genuinely finding a model that's decent looking, that has some sort of ish about them, as they say, and that you can market. I would always say that is the hardest. One thing that's become really hard now is marketing, because a lot of the platforms don't like explicitness and OFM and stuff like that, and they start to clock on. Bear in mind, OFM has been going on longer than you think, and OnlyFans has been going on way, way longer than what you think, even before COVID. So you got to think there's agencies even older than than when COVID or COVID-19 was, you know what I mean? So man said COVID-20, but you know what I mean. Anyway, and then the last thing, which I think is the easiest, is chatting. And in terms of chatting, I wouldn't say it's easy. especially at the start. I think chatting at the heart at the beginning, if you've got some sort of morals or some sort of like head on you, chatting, doing the chatting, which I'll explain, is one of the greasiest, most horrible and weird things I've ever done in my life. But it was necessary to understand the business and understand the people that come in, because it is a psychological thing, and understanding how to excel in that, you be able to train anyone to do it for you in a sense. So continuing on, finding a model. How can I find a model that will work with me in 2025 with no experience? It's way harder now. I'm not going to lie to you, but there is ways to navigate it. Firstly, you can work in real life. A lot of people say it's easy. I think that's just a lie. But basically, you can find a model in real life. If you know anyone that does OnlyFans, or if you ask people around, if you go to clubs, or if you see someone that you think would do OnlyFans, you can always ask them, and you can start and try and be professional, as most professional as possible. To be honest, I would say even a sense of make a website before all of that, make an Instagram, get a couple of fake fans on there. Most likely you're not going to be able to use that, but at least when you show someone, oh, this is my agency, you can be like, oh, this is what I'm doing, this is how I do it in real life, and kind of bullshit it from there. And to be honest, doing proposals for any marketing or any online business when you've got no clients, it's all about bullshit, about how well you are at bullshitting, if that makes sense. Instagram, once again, this is going to kill you. You're going to, like, if you really want it, you can literally send 50 to 100 proposals a day. I remember when I first started, I was sending proposals every single day, and not just like, oh, hey, do you want to join my OnlyFans agency? Literally saying, hey, how are you? Doing a voice note, making sure they know who I am, speaking to them. That is the only way that I feel that Instagram works. You can send a video message, which would be even better. Even potentially you just use your normal profile picture, because a lot of people now kind of know and understand that these are fake pages, and these pages probably don't even have any real clients available. So they say, oh, this is my client, when it's someone else, or they got it from some stupid Telegram or some bullshit like that. But at the end of the day, if you're real with it and you go from your profile, most likely they're going to firstly think, oh, right, like he's got the guts to do it. If he's working this hard from his profile picture, from his normal profile, sorry, like you're going to do well. So, hey, that's up to you. But I would suggest building an Instagram, building a website, and going for Instagram. And markets. Now, markets is a kind of a weird thing, and you kind of have to do some research, but you can find Telegram markets where people actually sell models. Fucked up as it is, people actually do sell models. And you can find ones, a lot of them in South America or Eastern Europe, even a couple of Americans and like Western Europeans. Some vary. Some can be like $400, all the way I've seen up to like $3,000, $3,000 if for people that don't know about $3,000. But you can just buy a model. And if you have the money, if you kind of save, that's the easiest way to do it. And I would say, if you really can't be bothered, or it's not working for you in 3 months, because I say always give a 3-month period of doing something every day at the best you can. Because I feel personally, if you try every day at the best you can, doing multiple of proposals or like shout outs, whatever, it should pick up. But if it doesn't work, then you can start questioning it and take the easy route, or just if you really can't keep going on, just give up. It's up to you. But I would say if you really want to get into the market quicker and become an OnlyFans agency, join the markets. This is a proper thing here. Marketing. I remember when I first started, I was just on my phone, and I would literally, with my model, basically just do everything from my own phone, my personal phone. I didn't even have a business phone at the time. And I was literally thinking of captions, what to do, la la la. It's way more complicated now. Twitter is going to be the best platform in terms of visibility for your model. However, you most likely are going to get crap or even like terrible fans from it that won't subscribe if it is a paid account. But if it's not a paid account, which I'll go into, you most likely will get fans that won't even spend while you're chatting. It's just time wasters. But however, what you can do is focus on that and funnel it into Instagram. That's something I'll probably do in another video. But Instagram is probably the easiest and best way you can do to generate fans for your model. And I'll say this in the sense of Instagram, when you sign your model, make sure you have a bunch of reels that you know do well. Go and look at Sophie Rain and all those famous OnlyFans models and stuff like that, and basically capture all their best dances or whatever they do that goes viral and give it to your model to copy. Now you can either get them to upload it on a couple profiles you make. I would say make 1 to 5 profiles and basically generate it from there and let them do it. Otherwise, if you really want to show that you're in control and that you know what you're doing, just tell them to send it to you and just upload it from there. There are specific ways of uploading, but it just takes one viral video for your model to start popping off, and then you can just make sure they copy that viral video and base most of their content over that. Reddit, Jesus Christ. I'll tell you like this, right? Reddit is fucking hard. Like, genuinely hard. Pause. But a lot of agencies actually give up with Reddit. Not my agency. We work extremely hard. My business partner is a fucking guru when it comes to the marketing. And I will say this, it takes trial and error. Like, it really does. All I'll say is have patience, do some research, and if you have got a business partner, work together to try and find out the best way of generating genuine Reddit accounts that do perform. Because if you have a Reddit account, especially for the niche market, because one thing I'll say is niche markets are the best way to go, not just some generic woman, you'll be successful. Other options are dating sites, Google ads, which you have to be kind of like a Google SEO head if you know that stuff, and porn sites like Pornhub, YouPorn and that shit. Once again, you want to funnel everything into Instagram. That's all I'll say on that, because I think that might be another video for another day. But one thing you make sure you need to do is use tracking links, which you can generate on the model's OnlyFans page. And tracking links will basically allow you to see where your traffic's coming from, who's subscribing, where, and all this. Chatting and making money. Basically, there are 2 ways of making money on OnlyFans. What are the basics, basically? Subscribers and chatting. Subscribers, basically, you can either put up a free account where people can just subscribe to you for free, and then you have to try and make money from chatting, which I'll explain after. Or you can just have a generic OnlyFans page where someone can pay $10 and have someone come in for $10 and you just give them content on the profile, like a Facebook profile with just content there. Obviously, it gets much more complicated, but I would suggest you start running campaigns and doing stuff if you're going to go for the paid vibes. If you're not going to go for the paid vibes because you have a niche account or like a gay account, trans account, hey, I would say go for free and generate the money through chatting. Now, chatting is technical as hell. However, it can be easy once you know the source. The hard part is finding chatters that will work for you. However, and I say this, when you first start out, I will always say for you to do the chatting. You need to know the game. You need to know your fans that come in. You need to know how weird these fucking people are that use OnlyFans and generally like what they ask for. People that watch porn, right? Like every nigga watches porn. I'll tell you like that. Every motherfucker watches porn. Girls, boys, whatever. But the things that people like ask or like discuss with porn stars or like OnlyFans stars, you will be shocked. I've had niggas literally talk about they want to chop off their balls and shit like that. Like, this shit is weird, but you gotta navigate and understand the game and see if you're really up to it. And I'll say always do chatting. If you can do chatting and be successful at it and bring on chatters and stuff like that, you should be good. When I say chatters, these are going to be most likely people you employ. You can find them anywhere, really. All you have to do is a bit of research. If you need a video for me to divulge into chatting and how to really like get chatters and where to get chatters and how to develop them, let me know and I will help you with that. But basically, this is the basics of OnlyFans Management. I've kind of talked for like 15 minutes now, so I guess all I can say is good luck milking and making your agency. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll probably have my Telegram in my bio or description. So just join there. I'll probably be there on my phone and I'll answer any questions you have. So good luck and I'll speak to you soon.